Hey, wealth warriors. Are you ready to redefine wealth and master your money mindset? Well, welcome to Women of Wealth. I'm your Gen X host, Hollywood's Gray.
And I'm your millennial host, Ali Ramo.
Today, we're interviewing Vee Jones, a powerhouse within Appreciation Financial, and she's also been an entrepreneur for quite a while. She has another business that is a photo booth. It's called Photo Booth for Memories. So, Vee, welcome to the show. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Thank you. Thank you for having me. I'm really super excited to be here and I'm ready to rock and roll with you guys.
Awesome. Well, I would just say, I would like to say that it's been an honor. I've been working with you with Appreciation now for a year, and I feel blessed that you were my trainee. And I feel like I learned a lot from you, probably equivalent to as much as you learned from me. I learned from you in different ways. I'm looking forward to talking to you about your background because I feel like you're more sales oriented than I am, and so I've learned a lot about sales through you. But why don't you tell our listeners a little bit about you and how you got to be where you are today?
Yeah, of course. I feel like I can write a whole book on my life, but I'll save everyone time. First and foremost, I wanted to say thank you, Ali, for being my trainer. I feel like the universe put us together because honestly, I don't think I would have made it this far if you and I didn't click in the beginning. I've had so many trainers in the past that I did not get along with, and I just never survived the company more than, I don't know,
Oh,
a couple years.
love
Yeah.
you.
So I'm really excited about that. But yes, I am. It'll be a year this month with Appreciation Financial. I'm super excited because in the beginning, I was a little hesitant to join, but just seeing the opportunities and my goals being accomplished and having support from you and the team and everyone, I'm just happy to be here. But I mean, just to backtrack a little. So I'm from San Diego. Originally, the first few years of my life I spent in the Philippines. I am biracial, Black and Filipino. My mother is from the Philippines and my father's from Savannah, Georgia. And he was based in the Philippines at the time. So my first language was Tagalog. I live in a third world country, so I know what it's like to grow up poor. I know what it's like not to have electricity sometimes. So I don't take what we have here for granted. And a lot of people, I think, in the United States take their freedom and everything else for granted. With that being said, I come from a background where I'm raised to help my family. I'm raised to help other people, and we have a good heart. So I thank my mom for that. She was the one that actually was the only person that raised me. My dad was out in deployment and ended up getting divorced. So yeah, that I have this drive to just have my hands on everything. I'm a natural hustler. I do have a company on the side, Photo Booth for Memories. So I just love creating multiple income. I always just feel like I don't want to run out of money because as a young child living in the Philippines, we didn't always have money. So I think that's why I'm always having my hands in the pot. I can't relax. I'm always stressed out. And Ali she's my witness. Like I don't know how to relax. So being with Appreciation Financial, it's probably the best opportunity I've landed in so long. So I'm happy to be here.
Awesome. Well, I love natural hustler to natural hustler. I will say that you can learn to relax. You will. You will through this opportunity. I will teach you that. I will teach you how to create a successful multi-six-figure or $1 million business where you can take the time for yourself and you can have those moments where you feel like it's working and you don't necessarily have to always be the one hustling. So I will take that as a challenge, Vee, and you will learn that in the next few years as we continue to grow our businesses together. Because I know as a natural hustler, it has taken me years to learn how to allow myself to relax. And it's the biggest blessing I've been able to give myself and my family because burnout is real for women. And if you don't learn that, then you will burn out. So I will make that my personal goal with you, Vee, and with Ali. Ali already knows that, that I pride myself in helping women learn how to balance this business and also take care of their family and themselves in the process. So with that being said, let's talk a little bit about it. Like in the beginning, it's tough, right? It's not something that's natural to go out and teach teachers how to put themselves first and how to really learn how their pension works and then their retirement. How are you just so good at making those connections and really connecting with those teachers?
It's all about being personable, honestly. These are these are teachers. They're also human. And I would put myself in their position. I do not want to talk to someone who's a robot. I want to talk to someone that I can connect with, that I can let my guards down with. So with that being said, I just make sure they know that I'm a person and I'm a friend and I'm there to help them and to let them know that, hey, I'm here to help the underserved. And I talk about my background and they're really impressed. And I think that has a lot to do with it. Actually, I know because people's personalities are different. I've dealt with so many personalities in the past that I know I'm very versatile when it comes to, speaking with people. So
And you have a degree in psychology. Do you feel like you at least get to apply it now that, I mean, with sales, do you get to apply a lot of psychology with sales?
you know that. Absolutely. Ali has a nickname for me, but I will just save that for another day. Absolutely. Yes.
Whisperer. I don't even know what it is, but I'm guessing it's the pension whisperer or something like that. No.
No.
So, I mean, so this isn't technically your first business. So how did you get started with the photo booth?
Well, I was online one day and I was just seeing all these reels about people making money just setting up a photo booth, and I'm like, I can do that. So one day I decided to just buy my friend's old photo booth, and I just went with it. I Googled what to do and I booked my first appointment, and it failed, but it's okay because none of the pictures loaded and people were mad at me. They're like, "Where are my photos?" I was like, "I deleted." So I learned from that mistake, and after that, it did well. But honestly, Appreciation Financial has taken over. So, and I'm not mad at it. I'm actually pretty happy that I can focus on one hustle.
Yeah. Well, and I mean, I think this structure is applicable to most businesses of how to get started, because at the end of the day it is a business.
Yes.
And you were starting from scratch from both. And I think you said it perfectly. We're all going to struggle, and our audience are entrepreneurs or business owners. And so they're either in the struggle right now or are laughing with us when we messed up our first appointments, or you messed up your first event. And so I think it's really important. So can you just talk to us about like how you're just willing to go in and make those mistakes?
Yes.
Where did that come from?
Yeah, so I will say this: there's a lot of entrepreneurs who are scared to just jump in and do what they need to do to get started. But for me, it was now or never. And I didn't want it to be too late to start something when I could have done it a long time ago, right? As an entrepreneur, you can't be scared to make mistakes, right? This is your business. You're starting from scratch. So you have to put everything you got out there, right? And one thing is, I encourage people to make mistakes because that's how you learn, right? Just like with my first event, I learned a lot. So I learned to back up your files. I learned to have, an assistant with me. So I've made plenty of mistakes, even with Appreciation Financial. I've made mistakes where I was told that their pension is matched by their employer, and it's not. But I went with it. They didn't know. I didn't know. And so later, Ali fixed that for me, and I'm giving correct information. So
Yeah. And I mean, to a degree, that's not completely incorrect. There is a component of the California teachers pension that their employer puts a piece in, but unfortunately, the way it's set up, the teachers don't actually get that match. They only get it during their retirement years, and they really never see that it is a match. So, I mean, there's so much that goes into helping an educator and helping a teacher. And the good news is we all learn at whatever pace we learn, and we get to tell that. I think one of the things that Ali's excited about talking to you about is it's really the mindset of an entrepreneur that you have. And so, I think some of the question is like, it sounds like your mom, although she was working for, the military I'm guessing like as a civilian, she's working for the military, right?
yeah.
And you saw that hustle, you saw her hustle, you saw her with a custodial job, right? And, we always tease Brett. Brett's one of our mentors as well. And we always tease Brett because he started off in the same position, running a business, not necessarily cleaning toilets, but making sure that everybody had their toilet paper, right? So it's
It
like
was
those
a bathroom business.
bathroom business. It's like business, right? Making sure your toilets are clean. So that hustle comes from your mom, and being an entrepreneur, you got to see that. So what are some of those? What are some of those qualities you saw in your mom that you were able to take into this business?
Yeah, her quality as can't quit. We have people to take care of. So, like I said, our background, we were basically put in a position to where we can't quit. So I saw the drive in her, and I'm just really proud of her. She was a backbone in our family and still is. And just watching her send money to my sisters and my nephews and nieces, even when she didn't have it, right? And still trying to take care of me. So growing up, I saw that. I was raised to take care of our family. So that's where my drive comes from. And now I have a son. So that kind of lights some fire, right? So I can't quit. I can't stop.
Yeah, your why is so strong.
It's so strong.
It's jet fuel.
Exactly. And the only person in this company that I think won't let me relax is Brett. There's no stopping. There's no taking time off. It's
Yeah, well, I think it's I really do admire you, Vee. I mean, when you started to share, about your background and supporting your family, it was really inspirational. I look at my life and I'm like, yeah, I have a lot to be grateful for too. I don't have to support a family other than me and my spouse. And so I do really admire that about you. And another lesson in this time period was, to let go of my control issues, because I've trained so many agents, and then you came along and I'm like, dude, I just got to let this girl go, and have to let her figure it out, cuz like you didn't know what the heck you were talking about. But if I nitpicked every little thing, like you did this, you did that, if I did that, it would hold you back. And so I remember there was like a time where you called me and you're like, "Can I just run this appointment myself?" And in my head, I'm like twitching and like cringing, and I'm like, "Oh gosh, no." And I'm like, yes just came out of my mouth, but my whole body was like, "God, no, don't let her do that." And I mean, I'm there with you to strategize for the next appointment and things like that, and we go over it. So it's not like you're making this massive mistake in doing this, but I think it's a big lesson for leaders too, that when you have good people, let them go, let them make mistakes and learn, and look where you are now. Like it's amazing.
Yeah, and that's why you're a big part of my success, to be honest. So because you didn't do that, I was able to go out there, make the mistakes, correct them, and just learn from it and do even better. So
Yeah, and now you're learning that lesson too, right? Because you have people that you're working with, you're training. You get it's like a full circle moment when you have somebody who, is like you want them to be successful, and at the same time it's like you have to let go. In this business as a leader, you have to let go in order for people to have success. And it's the hardest thing to do, but it's also the thing that we have to do in order to be successful. All of the people on my team that are really successful, I had to let them go at some point. I mean, no matter how, you can hear my dog barking, right? This is real life here. And I have to like talk through it, even though I want to go tell him to shut up right now. He's going to take care of it, I think. But like, that's the thing, is like, we have to let go. The ones we hold on to so tight usually don't even make it. I'm telling you right now, it's like the biggest lesson for me in leadership is learning to let go.
Absolutely. I agree.
Yeah, because you have a trainee now. So let's talk a little bit about now you're training, right? What lessons have you learned from training so far?
I'm training, and now I know exactly how Allie felt about me.
Yes, I know. Everybody's different.
It's actually a rewarding feeling to be able to pass down my knowledge and my skills to someone and actually watch them grow. So that is also a way of me helping and giving back. So that actually makes me happy. There are some rough times where, it gets a little challenging, because I'm the type I'm not too stern. I don't nitpick. So they kind of rely on me for a lot of things. I kind of spoil my trainees, and I need to work on that. But other than that, I mean, it's not too bad. It actually makes me a better agent, to be honest. It's like I'm starting from the basics with them, and I'm learning everything again, or just practicing everything I've learned in the beginning, it's making me a better agent. So
Yeah, let's talk about just like appreciation, because you came from you had your health, no, you had your, what license did you have before this?
I had my property and casualty and personal lines.
Okay. So, I mean, when you started working with appreciation, you came with the mindset of just selling life insurance, right?
That's right.
And then now you're killing it with annuities.
Oh, yeah.
And so what have you enjoyed most learning about just the products and how we help people with an appreciation?
Well, I had no idea that we could even sell annuities. I was like, wait, what? What is that? And what are all those numbers on the screen? Like, it was intimidating, right? But as time went on, I loved how we can help people save for their future. In ways I didn't even know, even for myself. I've started, a couple retirement savings for myself. And it's just, I've learned about income drivers that you can set up income for the rest of your life, right? I never knew that could happen. I could have probably helped with my mom with that a long time ago. So being able to share that information with the teachers and see their face, light up and say, wait, what? Guaranteed what? I said, yes, income for life. And so it's just the products are amazing. We have growth products, we have bonuses, which is how I get to reel people in and listen to what I have to say. All they hear is bonus, extra money for what? So
Yeah, I think that's really powerful. Like a lot of people aren't really educated on how retirement products work, right? And if you
right.
work for a for-profit company, like let's say you work at Coca-Cola or like Qualcomm or something, right? You're getting some information from what the matches are, what the bonus system happens, right? Like in the school district, you don't hear that because they only are focused on, oh yeah, if I work so many years, I'll get a pension. But they don't realize that your pension doesn't pay you 100% anymore. And they are fortunate because only 7% of Americans have a pension these days, and teachers are in that area, especially in California. But in other states, they don't necessarily have the ability to have a pension like California does. So I do think it's important for them to learn, all the different benefits that are available through their retirement accounts, their supplemental accounts that they have control over. Or the pension, they don't have control over that. Like right now, my son, he's in the military. He's not sure if he's going to get paid in November. Thankfully, got paid in October. We're recording this on Veterans Day. Thank you so much, Vee, that you are a child of a veteran. I have grandparents that served. I have a son that's serving. I'm so thankful for our freedom. But like you said, it's not like that everywhere. Like it's not guaranteed that people are going to get paid in the month of November that are in our military. And that's really, really unfortunate right now. Hopefully they're figuring it out this week and we won't have to cancel too much and my son will get paid and all that. But, these things are not guaranteed. So to be able to have these products that they can invest in and have these types of guarantees is really, really powerful. And so through the different products that we provide, there are some guarantees, but we also have clients that want to be in different types of products as well. And they are more educated. So we do have those available as well through appreciation. And so we really wanted to talk today about the benefits of being able to come onto a team with Appreciation Financial. I mean, we usually talk to entrepreneurs that are in a variety of different types of companies and whatnot. So what are some of the benefits that you find being with Appreciation Financial?
I love the flexibility. I did come from a corporate background as well, and I always had someone to answer to. On Sundays, I would have the Sunday blues of having to wake up, and Monday came around and having to do the same thing over and over, having someone micromanage me, not having that flexibility to take off and see my son, right? Or do activities with him. And he's 5. So I wanted to try to be there as much as I can for any activities that he has. So the flexibility, also the support that I have with Appreciation Financial, because without that support, I would feel lost. I wouldn't know where to start, what to do, or if I even have that drive to continue. So that support, the flexibility, and the knowledge that I'm gaining, I'm able to help spread the knowledge to my friends. I have friends who don't even know what an IUL is, which is sad. So I'm able to spread the knowledge through my social media, through my friends and family.
I'm curious, Vee, I know there was a rocky time in the first like 3 maybe 4 months of appreciation. As you know, you're building momentum in any business. You're not going to be making six figures the next month. What would you have done if you decided to leave? Like where do you think V would be at right now?
I would be working from home. Honestly, before I started with Appreciation Financial, I got a call from someone in Texas. It's similar to what Appreciation does. They set up appointments for government employees. So they would set preset appointments for you during the week, right? But I did my research and there was a lot of negative comments about the company and how it ran. So I'd basically be behind a desk in the house all day, maybe not leaving my house for 2 or 3 days because I have worked from home before and I need to be out there, right? I'd probably be working a 9 to 5 back here in my little office at home and depressed.
I think it's really interesting because we do have people that work with Appreciation Financial that love doing online appointments, and that's their whole thing, right? They are in their office, they're working on a computer. There's teachers that just want to still meet online and whatnot, and that works for them. But I think it's good to know that you're a people person and you work really great in the field. And so I think with appreciation, I think it's important to realize that there are several different tracks. So if you're listening to this and you're looking for a new opportunity, reach out to Vee, reach out to Ali. They're really great in person and working one-on-one with their trainees and working with their teachers in their classroom and whatnot. But if you're looking for something that is also a virtual appointment, we have that as well. I think that's one of the great things about appreciation is just so many different tracks where you can be successful, and we keep bringing other opportunities into the fold where you can have so much variety within Appreciation Financial and working with the teacher market, working in the school districts, working, running luncheons, being in the classroom. And then also, if you want to stay at home and run those appointments virtually, we have people doing that as well. So there's a bunch of opportunities. We still run a lot of our trainings in person in the San Diego office. And then in other areas, we have virtual trainings as well. So you can learn the business all different ways. But I think the biggest thing is helping people. And that's what Vee I have taken from you. So we have these questions that are the lightning round, and Ali usually runs the lightning round. So these are one or two word answers or a sentence if you want to explain a little bit. But Ali's going to ask you a series of questions, super fun. Just keep it light, and we will go from there. So go ahead, Ali, jump on in.
All right. One word to describe your leadership style.
Amazing.
Not at all confident in herself.
I love it. I love the confidence.
What's your go-to productivity hack? Because I know you are the best note taker and scheduler. Like a lot of people are good with their calendar. I think hands down you're the best note taker, and that's coming from your background. So I would say you are great at taking notes, and like that's your productivity is like organizing all of the chaos.
Yeah, you just answered it. Yeah. Fine. It's true. Very true.
Coffee or tea?
Tea.
Favorite business book or podcast that you recommend?
I don't have one. I don't listen to podcasts. Only Women of Wealth is the podcast I listen to.
There you go.
Yeah.
I love it. Thanks for that plug. What's a money myth that should go away forever?
A money myth. Well, here's one. I don't know if this counts, but leaving your purse on the floor and you'll be broke for like a month or two. That's a superstition. I don't know if that counts.
Yeah, it's great. I love it. I always tell women to take their purse off the floor. But if you think it's okay to have your money on the floor, then that's cool too.
There we go. We like to treat our money well. If you could sit down and have lunch with any woman of wealth from the past or present, who would it be?
It would be Michelle Obama.
I love that. My computer loved that too. So that was the last of our round. Vee, I have one more final question. Where do you see yourself in where do you see yourself next year? How do you want to end next year? I was going to say in 3 years, but like you killed it this year. So what's your goal next year?
Well, it's a great question. I will be a VP. So
Okay,
that is my goal, and I am putting that into the universe, and I will have so many trainees under me, and I will just be spreading knowledge and wealth. And can I just say something? I went into this business thinking or wanting to make 100,000. It was my mindset to do so. And I came into this business thinking I would only sell life insurance, right? So, and I also have that hustler mentality, and I'm driven. If there are people who are listening to this and want to be a part of our family, because it's not just a company, it's a family, have that same mindset and set your goals, because you'll end up doing exactly what I did. I truly believe in that. It's all about mindset. And don't quit. Don't give up.
I love that.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for being on our podcast and sharing just your experience and your wealth of knowledge. Where can people find you if they'd like to connect with you?
They can find me on Facebook. It's Vee Jones, Vee Jones, or on Instagram. It's the letter V .Jones _5. So yeah, I'm on those two platforms. Come say hi.
Her email is Vee.
It's Verdell, VERDELLEJONES @appreciationfinancial.com.
I forgot a Vee Jones had already existed. So you have your full name spelled out there.
Yes. And I'm happy to answer any questions. I love helping people. So please reach out.
Yeah, I think one of the things that we didn't really share in your story, and I'm just going to share it here at the end a little bit, is that Vee came into the business a year ago. And like she said, she had a little bit of a start that is not uncommon for people in the insurance industry. She wasn't quite making what she wanted to make. And in the last 8 months, she has just gone lights out with this business. She's taking every appointment that she can, working as hard as she can. And she is just crossed over the 6-figure mark. So congratulations. With that, she's earning her AF ring. We always say the ring is the thing. That's when it's really just the starting point. Even though we say AVP is like the starting point for leadership, agents that earn 6 figures, they really are the best trainers. They're the ones who are going to be able to help the next generation. And Allie is also very close to that as well. So we're excited to see both of you guys continue to grow and have more trainees and teach more people this business, because it really is such a great foundation for entrepreneurship. Insurance is the catalyst. I always talk about that. Yeah. And I'm putting together some really great programs, and I'm hoping to put them in at San Diego State. So you two are going to be like my poster children for the internship programs that we're putting together through Appreciation Financial and through insurance, our industry. We're not pale, male, and stale anymore. Look at this. We have 3 women here, and we're not all, we're not pale, male, or stale. So it's going to be super fun for you ladies to have these interns coming on board and learning the business. They're going to be students. They're going to be women and men. We love our men too in this business, but we definitely have more people like Vee and Allie on our team so that we can really flourish and continue to grow. So I'm so excited for you, Vee. It's just the start. 1 year. You're 1 year in. Woo!
I'm excited. Thank you.
All right.
Well, thank you so much again, and bye for now.
Bye for now.
Peace out.